Hello everyone, my name is Carlos Rodriguez. I'm a graduate of Porterville College. Now I'm attending UCLA. I'm a couple things. I'm Hispanic. I come from a mixed status household. I'm low income. I'm system impacted. I'm the only one out of my 4 siblings and my 2 parents to have not been arrested. I'm also the only out of all of them to have graduated high school. I'm an economics major at UCLA. I'm also shooting for a dual major in sociology. Here at Porterville College, I majored in business management and entrepreneurship, and I'm just happy to be here. This one's kind of weird. I guess it was like kind of written in the stars or whatever. So I saw someone, with the troubled college experience get into Harvard Law School. So step one, I saw that, I could transfer into a really good school. I was at Target one day and somebody that I went to high school with was there, and I knew that she got into UCLA. And really I was like, I'm gonna try to go to UCLA. I don't think I ever had a process where, I was picking out the schools. So I was shooting for UCLA from the jump. And then if not, I wanted to go to SoCal for specific career opportunities. The one thing that I was always good at was school. I never did sports, never did any competition. I could always just get A's in the classroom when I applied myself. So I also had a bit of an ambition to, eventually leave Porterville to, expand my horizons, see a bit more of the world. I love Porterville, but I just thought I wanted to see more, so I knew that college and transfer would be the deal. It was pretty difficult, considering my background, just because I'm the only person who graduated high school, so there was, struggles there with graduating high school, and I just feel like I didn't really have anyone to look up to, so I just set my goals, stuck to them, had the vision, and then just didn't really waver and that vision, and just made sure that I got the grades, did the things that I had to do to get to UCLA. Done a lot. Did the transfer summer program. So for 6 weeks I took rigorous courses, met some really cool people. One of my roommates that was in the transfer summer program the summer before starting this last school year, that roommate actually spent the summer at Cornell with the physics internship. I went to DC from January to March with this program called UC-DC. Basically, any UC student can essentially go to DC for a quarter, and it's all paid for financial aid. I got an internship with Porterville's Congressman David Valadao, so that was cool. I was working at the Capitol every day. Yes, I saw AOC. Yes, I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene. I saw some cool people. Got back from DC, I gave a speech up in Sacramento. I was flown out by a student advocacy organization. I spoke to the president of the UC system. I've met the board chairs of the CSUs, the UCs, and of course the California community colleges. I ran for student government. I was endorsed by our school's newspaper, so that was really cool. And now I'm just trying to prepare myself. I want to go to grad school for public policy. I want to shoot for a really good school, and make people here proud. A lot of my motivation nowadays is just doing things so that people here can see that they could do it too. When I think of why I do things, that really is a reason why. And so, I just want to get into a good school and just, show off for Porterville, if anything. I think about it a lot, like my background and, doing what I had to do to graduate high school, get to community college. It makes me happy that, someone from my background could come as far as I have, My first year at UCLA I had a full ride, just secured another full ride for my senior year. And I don't say that to to brag or anything like that, but it's just the fact that I live in low income apartments, so to do something that big, and tell my mother, who finished junior year and that's it, that I'm at this big 4-year, the best public university in the US. It makes me really proud, and the main thing is that I just want to make the people here proud. That's really on my mind a lot lately. I just want to do what I can to make people proud, and in a lot of ways, with the DC internship, I'm happier that people here can know that I did it maybe even more so than the fact that I did it, you know? So I just want to make you guys proud and make the people here proud. I think definitely one of the biggest things was the connection. Before I even got to Porterville College, I didn't really have a family or like a network. Now I'm like best friends with like, you know, the maintenance staff. I could always hit them up for anything. My old calculus professor, Miguel Ruelas, he still helps me out with stuff. And then that just goes to show that, like, you know, the network that you make here is a pretty big thing in, you know, how successful you can be. You know, people let you know of opportunities that you probably won't know about otherwise. And it's just a really good skill to network, especially like at a big 4-year. That's one of the main things. Who you know ultimately makes what you know even bigger and even deeper. I was also in student government. That gave, you know, my resume a boost. That gave me like some skills that have helped me get jobs and helped me get, you know, the internship in DC. Just getting involved as well, just seeing the opportunities, and if it fits for your schedule, fits with who you are, you know, take it up. Don't think that you're too good for an opportunity. Don't think that you're underqualified. Just if you feel like it's a good fit, apply, and hey, if you get it, you get it, you know? I'd say just having an open mind, you know? I'd say here in the Central Valley especially, like 60% of the population are Hispanic. And, you know, sometimes when you're with your friends here in Porterville or, you know, here in the Central Valley, you're gonna hang out with people who are similar to you, most likely than not. When you get out there, you're gonna meet people with all types of stories, all types of backgrounds. There's a big population of international students out there. You know, your background is a big part of like how you introduce yourself, you know. I've gotten opportunities, and, you know, some of my networks are students who are from similar backgrounds than me, being system impacted, being Hispanic. That's really like kind of how people introduce themselves. Hello, you know, my name is so-and-so, I'm from East Africa. You know, they seek out other friends who are East African. So just be prepared, you know, and be comfortable, be yourself at the end of the day, and don't think that like you're not good enough because you're from the Central Valley, or, you know, because whatever income background or whatever it is. Be yourself, be real, and at the end of the day, that's gonna get you a lot farther than you know, putting up a front or being somebody that you're not. Step out of your comfort zone, yes, but at the end of the day, always be true to who you are. So it's a really big difference, and I'd say it's kind of tough out there to find a support network to a certain extent. You know, here at Porterville College, I'd spend like almost like 10 hours, you know, every other week with Miguel Ruelas doing calculus. So I had the help with homework, I had the help preparing for tests out there. Any one of the TAs only has 2 hours of office hours. Your professor only has 2 office hours. Depending on what major you have, there's 400-person classes, so you might not really get too much one-on-one time with your professors, with your TAs. So take advantage of that. But obviously, you know, with things like if you have conflicts like work that get around, like, you know, office hours, there's also like kind of past sessions like what we have here. So there is like tutoring out there. Academically, there is some help out there, at least at UCLA. But there's a lot of career, you know, help. We have a career center at UCLA, and I'd imagine the other UCs, the other CSUs also have a career center. So, you know, go there at least once, you know, get your resume checked out. You could also get your resume checked out here. Know what you want to do, you know, whatever goal it is, career, professional, personal, and there's help out there in many forms and many people that'll help you get there. I wish that I took the math more serious. You know, in econ, I use math every day, so I wish that I was a little bit better at it. But I think there's this saying that, you know, you go to calculus to see that you're not good at algebra. So I guess everybody's been through it, but it's a really big thing, and you might get into a major, you might excel here at Porterville College. You know, I graduated with a 4.0. I got to UCLA, and there's days where I feel like an idiot. I know at the end of the day that I'm not an idiot. It's just the material. It's just, you know, sometimes the lack of support, and you just got to do what you got to do to swim. In some circumstances, it's sink or swim. And, you know, with 10-week quarters, 10 weeks to learn like a rigorous concept, you just got to do what you got to do. And I wish I took the math more seriously. With me specifically, it's not the fact that, I'm going to like this big school. It's not the fact that, I have a full ride. It's not the fact that I went to this, great congressional internship. It's not like how glamorous it sounds. It's not that. It's the fact that, that's not what makes me a winner. The fact that I'm a winner is because I set out and I try to make a change. I'd say if anything, I became a winner when I was the first person in my family to graduate high school, So it's not even so much what I'm doing anymore. It's the fact that I set out on a path to make a difference for my family, for my life, for my community. And every day I'm trying to make a change. And the same thing with you guys. It's not, who the most, powerful person you have in your phone contacts. It's not the type of job that you get. It's not how much it pays. It's not the type of car that you drive. It's not the best or sorority that you got into, the best fraternity that you got into. It's none of the headlines. It's the fact that you on your own, you set out to make a change, and you commit yourself to that, to try to change and make a better difference for yourself and ultimately for your community, for the people who come up after you here at Porterville College, here in Porterville. We don't have it amazing here in Porterville. I don't know if you know anybody that's less fortunate than you, but if you can make it and then give those resources back, give that knowledge back to the people who come up after you, that's you being a winner. You could have the best paying job, and if you're not giving back, then it's all for nothing. So I'd say that's about it. Just, shoot for a change and make things better for the people who come after you.